So only maybe 5 weeks to go before Horizon Forbidden West is here, and we got another look in depth today at the gameplay with Tribes of the Forbidden West. A closer look at some of the NPCs we're going to be coming across, and the AI is looking 10 times better than the original, and that was pretty good as it was. We already know that there's going to be a much more focus on different clans and how they can offer you different items and things, and maybe have more interactions with these people than you've ever had in previous game. But it's looking sumptuous. The new video showcased on their YouTube channel is absolutely amazing. Again, lots of that deserty environment, of course. The light is absolutely stunning. I'm sure this is on a PS5, of course. And this is literally gone live maybe an hour ago of recording this video. So it looks fantastic. I can't wait to get my hands on it. Some closer looks at some more creatures that are looking a bit like a Stegosaurus. And then this one looking like a massive bison. Obviously some of these are returning, but definitely look like they've had a few modifications. And then we've got these guys just singing in the grass, maybe praying or trying to summon something. And this guy hang up or trussed up as well, and a little bit of defensive combat shown as well, like in training, so we can see the day-to-day lives of these tribe members, making the world definitely a much more vibrant thing. If this is the kind of stuff that you can come along and just experience and find, world going on without you, I really am going to be super impressed if this runs throughout the game. Like I said, the original did have some of these elements. It was very populated when you went into some of these towns, but they were often doing the same sort of animations. And this looks mad. A whole war troop of the machines coming out, being controlled by obviously NPCs. Will we have to take a fight against them, or are we going to have to really run around them because they're too strong? Obviously San Francisco Bridge obviously in the background as well, and highlighting more about the water, how we're going to be spending a lot more time in the water as well, hopefully. So there is some narration going over some of the details we knew already from previous blogs on the PlayStation blog site, talking about some of the tribes. And on the eastern front we've got the Azeron, and this is going to be pretty much a huge big hub city that will be coming to, and obviously upgrading our weapons and getting new items. It seems kind of like the start in a more friendly NPC zone. So yep, tinkers, builders, pretty much where we are going to be coming, I guess, a lot in the early stages of the game. Then it focuses on the Karja returning, guarding their borders as well, maybe fearful what comes, and maybe a bit more not as friendly as these guys that we just encountered. In the Forbidden West, that's where we're going to be spending the bulk of our time. We've got much more of the blight, and it's kind of affected the whole land. And some tribes are trying to get rid of it with sort of tribal means, and it's not obviously clearly working. The Utaru are looking likely to be more the spiritual kind of peace-loving faction. Maybe not really equipped to take on some of the other more warfaring ones, like the Tanuk, who obviously are a bit more geared towards combat. So the clans we've seen and mentioned are all in some sort of uneasy truce. After hundreds of years of bloodshed, we kind of got them together a lot more in the early stages of the game, or at least set along the Karja to be a bit more friendly, etc. And then we got obviously the big new baddie, which is Regala and her rebels. And this is another clan we're going to find, and they're looking to be going to war with the clans that we just mentioned and seen. So definitely interesting how they're going in a sort of warbound party. Huge amount of war creatures. They have got a base, but it could be cool if this is actually a roaming band of enemies that just periodically goes across the map. And then this little featurette finishes off on the new clan completely, on the shores, coming in, wanting to know secrets about the lands and I guess history. So I love stuff like this. I can't wait to delve into lots of list videos for you, things to expect, big changes from the original, and yeah, I can't wait for it. Very excited, but that's not the only news we've got. Yes, Horizon Forbidden West is going to be coming out on PlayStation 4 and 5, but there's also a brand new VR game just announced yesterday. You may have already seen the news on this one. I have to say, I'm not a huge fan of VR games in general. I haven't got a VR headset, it makes me chunder. But I guess there's a market for it. I'm hoping there's a market for it. And it seems they've been working with another studio that apparently has got some sort of ties to Star Citizen, has been helping them make their game as well. And that's been in development years. But yeah, this is going to be coming out, I guess, once they launch the next stage of their VR kit. We've got new controllers, I do believe, coming in for it and stuff. Again, I'm not a huge expert on it, but we do get to see a little glimpse of the gameplay here. So yeah, let me know what you think about that. Have you got a VR kit? Are you going to be trying Call of the Mountain? And then just to finish off the summary and give you the heads up on everything that's coming in, I did miss this a couple of weeks ago. I was enjoying some holiday time off, and it was obviously the big battle with the snake-like creature, the cobra creature that Aloy does. And there's just more shots of the water, look fantastic. Really can't wait to dive into this. get it, and really explore and see how the combat will flow and how things will be going underwater. It really should open up even more. The world has always been so big and huge. I'm currently replaying the first one to get back acquainted with it. We've got a first look at some sort of monkey ape-like machines, which is brand new, looking like baboons. Then we've got more of these sort of pterodactyl style creatures again, flying off and around, and just huge machines. Like, I'm guessing that's a massive war machine that was around. I really love the fact that it's definitely really mixing dinosaurs as well as common creatures we knew into this format. I'm a big Ark Survival Evolved player back in the day, so this is fantastic to see some of these creations looking like this. But here it is with the add-on, and I'm sure you've seen it, but yeah, this is my first reaction to actually watching it all fully complete, and it's mad. This is looking likely to be a pretty large boss fight, and yeah, it's going to be pretty challenging taking it on. I've got more of just the usual sort of raptors hunting and stalking Aloy. I love the background for this as well. The forest area looks amazing. Really hope it is as good looking, and we're going to be able to run around that environment and looking like that as well, with the huge trees too. I never did finish the first game, so I'm currently about halfway through, I reckon. I can't wait to get it finished off in time to enjoy the sequel. But absolutely stunning work, and yes, I'm going to be all over Horizon Zero Dawn. Any big news, talk to you about updates, any info about when the game's going to go live, exactly what time, and lots of things about what to expect before the game's launch. And then I'll be hitting lots of guides and tutorials once it's here. So yeah, there we go. That's the latest on Horizon Forbidden West. I'll see you ratbags later.